The Miss LaShawnna effect for me has been life-changing. I remember last year, February 2019, mid-month, I called LaShawnna in tears. I was so upset. My job had me stressed out. I was physically, mentally, emotionally drained. I was tired of being on the same hamster wheel. I had gotten to a point in which I no longer felt valued and appreciated at my job, and I was hurt. I didn't want to be there anymore, but I was scared. And I remember I called LaShawnna, and she told me that I had to quit. She told me that no job should have me crying and upset. No job should have me miserable. And if I wasn't going to do anything about it, to not talk to her about it anymore. To call her back once I had my letter of resignation ready to send out. And once I had that letter of resignation ready to turn into my boss, to send it to her, and then we could talk about it. I was literally in shock. I was scared. I was scared out of my mind, you know. We constantly find ourselves in these type of positions in our lives in which we don't know whether we should stay or we should go. For me, that job was my security blanket. I had started my own business 4 years prior to that, and part of the reason why I found myself so exhausted was because I was working my 9 to 5 every single day. I was taking care of my 2 kids on my own, running them to all of their practices and activities, and then running my own business on the daily. It was draining, but I was scared to walk away from that secure paycheck. I was scared to let go of those benefits. I was scared to let go of the money that I knew was going to be there on a consistent basis. But I took the leap of faith. I put in my 2 weeks notice, and it was the best decision that I ever made in my life. Literally a year later, my life has been nothing but a dream. I have been able to manifest and create so many things by applying the principles that LaShawnna has showed me. So many doors have opened up in my life that the universe has presented to me that I know would have never have opened up if I would have still been behind that desk. I've learned about the law of attraction. I've learned about affirmations. I've learned how to channel my own energy and to get my mind into the right mental space and mental state to be able to attract all the things that I want. And I wouldn't have been able to have done any of these things if LaShawnna wouldn't have taught me these principles. So I am forever grateful for the positive impact and inspiration that she has been, for her reminding me of the own power that I have within myself, and for her reminding me of the abundance that the universe has. I'm grateful for the impact that she's been not only in my life, but in the life of my kids as well. My 10-year-old daughter literally sits here and talks about all of the things that she is manifesting and all the opportunities that she's creating and attracting for herself. And I know that I wouldn't have been able to have taught her those things if she wouldn't have taught me those things. And I wouldn't have been able to create as many opportunities for myself if I wouldn't have applied these principles. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you, LaShawnna, for being not only my friend, but for being my mentor and for being my support system, for being somebody that inspires me, for being someone that inspires me and always pushes me to be my very best, for being someone that reminds me of my true potential, and not only reminds me of my true potential, but guides me on how to bring that forth to the world. Thank you. I'm so grateful to have experienced the Miss LaShawnna effect.